And welcome back to Broke Till Friday podcast, coming to you live from the battle bus today. Switching it up, going to be doing a whole hour. Hot drop. Oops.
Walter, why'd you drop?
Yeah, you got to warn us ahead of time. That's what we call communication skills. But yeah, it's Broke Till Friday today, playing Fortnite. We're loaded in. We are hot dropping today, and we're going to see how many W's we can get while still maintaining conversations.
Like
and you know, it's a podcast today. So the most consequential election of our lives, fascists have taken over. So thoughts, guys, thoughts?
It is such a ridiculous thing that it could only be talked about while playing Fortnite, honestly.
The juxtaposition of playing Fortnite is what we need right now. Because, yeah, it's crazy.
Fortnite is the most serious thing happening in politics right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Honestly? Oh my god, you killed me. I'm at 8 health
That
now.
was you?
Yes!
Oh how the fuck you up
Pay
there?
attention to your fucking screen, bruh.
Oh my god, I was
Now
trying to
have
get
to
somebody.
find. I know, dude. You almost.
Oh, I got flushed. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind.
I gotta go over here and heal, dude. Gotta heal like a poor person. So yeah, I know
Like
we all
the
voted.
Medicare they're taking away from us.
Yeah, we all voted for.
Is it true that they're already like trying to get rid of immigration by marriage?
Yep. Dude,
Yeah.
you saw.
The first thing he said he was going to create was the denaturalization department. That means citizens that have been naturalized, people who became citizenship from a different country, they're fucked. They're all fucked.
Yep. Denaturalization project, which is like obviously the exact opposite of what America stands for. The fact that we're a gigantic melting pot of people, you know. It's I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know. People are gonna get what they pay for.
Fucked.
And it's
So like natural born citizens are fine.
No, even they want the children of immigrants, dude. That means us.
All of us.
Yep.
That's stupid.
Unironic. I know, dude. But
That's
this is what people voted for. This is what people voted
not
for.
me.
People voted for stupidity.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Overwhelmingly popular. Dude,
I know.
I don't know anymore.
Stroke just talking about it. But yeah, it's that's what's happening. That's what's hip. That's what's cool. Apparently with the people.
With
They're
the kids
like
these days. No, unironically, with the kids these days, the fucking Gen Zers, male Gen Zers came out in like droves to vote for him.
yeah, and then they're like, oh, it's because women called us stupid, and it's like, well, mate, have you tried not being stupid? Like straight up. Women called me stupid, so I voted in a fascist. Like, what a smart fucking...
Women called me stupid, so I voted stupidly. Dude, you really have to be either, I don't know, actively malicious or legitimately stupid to have voted for him. And it turns out half the country is some combination of the both.
Yeah, combination of one or the
We
other.
already knew that, right? We already kind of knew everybody was stupid in America. Like it's like a thing already.
I mean,
Kinda.
the problem
It's always-
is, like, the education, you know, the education system, people don't understand what's actually at stake. And then when you bring it up, they're like, oh, stop saying hyperbole, you know? It's ridiculous. And it's like, no, it's not ridiculous. It's straight up what happened.
Can I shake them down?
Yeah, but I think we killed all of them.
Oh.
Yeah, that was everyone. But yeah, like I'm over here talking to like well, not really talking to, more arguing with a former coworker and telling him like, dude, like this is happening, and then once he started saying like, oh, you mean the plandemic? I was like, bruh, you're like, he's spouting Russian disinformation nonsense, you know?
Yeah.
And then the fact that he's like, guys, I think we can all have like a civil conversation. And it's like, yeah, you're telling me the guy who was like grabbing by the pussy and like, you know, she really wanted it, so that's why she got raped. You're telling me that's gonna be civil conversation, dude?
Dude,
Yeah.
he's only saying civil conversation because his guy won. Last time we did not have a civil conversation about it.
Yeah, and again, it's just like double standards of, oh, accept the election results, guys. It's blah blah blah, and then they were denying it for so long. And the fact that I saw some social media posts where they were saying, wow, he's the first president to serve 3 terms, and it's like,
What?
like.
Retarded.
They're trying to say like, oh, he didn't lose, right? So that's why he served 3 terms. But again, that would be against the Constitution if he had one. But also, he's not the first.
Is it
technically, Grover
constitutional
Cleveland.
that it's limited to 2?
Huh? Yeah, yeah, it is.
It's limited to 2.
Yes,
I
it
think
is.
it's like a standard.
No.
It's in addition to the. No, it's in
FDR.
addition to the Constitution.
FDR did 3 because we're in World War II, right? Like it was like necessary.
He was almost going to be president for 4 terms, dude. It was he was president for like 12 years. It was crazy. But yeah,
in order to stop another FDR, we instituted the 2-rule policy.
Exactly.
I think it got added to the Constitution.
Yeah, it's an amendment. It's like for sure an amendment. It was just like it was an unspoken rule because George Washington, he did 2 and then he was like, all right, done.
Okay.
And then FDR, there was a whole propaganda against him of like, oh, president for life, and stuff like that. Like this is what we fought against. But the fact that Trump actually wants to do a literal dictatorship, with dismantling the Department of Education, the FDA. Oh, and so I just shared with him a video at the end. I was like, I'll leave you with this, right? And it was a video of like, oh, the Arizona migrants are, where was it that they're like, oh, they're coming over and they're like raping our people and they have a whole city block. And it was a video.
The Haitian population one. It was fucking.
No, the Venezuelan ones.
Fuck! I don't remember the Venezuelan ones, TBH.
Yeah, so the Venezuelan refugees. Oh, they're coming over, and it's like a gang.
The fucking apartment buildings and shit.
Yes, yeah, that one, right? So Andrew Callahan went over there and was talking to people in Colorado or wherever it was. Oh, is that someone or is that you guys?
No, that's me.
It's not me.
Oh, okay. So Andrew Callahan's talking to. Also, we should probably get out of here. The storm's gonna come, and then there's not really anything else.
Let's take one of these trucks.
And
I want to get someone with a semi.
Andrew Callahan's just talking with the natives, like not the natives, sorry, the fucking immigrants who came over, right? And they're like, we're just here for work. Like it's the media is just telling lies about us straight up, and it's like ridiculous, right? There's only space for 2 people. I'll jump on the back though.
Just jump on the back, yeah.
Yeah. And like it's really upsetting watching them say like, how can they say all these lies about us when all we've done is like be upstanding citizens and help people out, right? And it's just statistics. It's just basic statistics and economics that if you help out illegal immigrants become naturalized citizens, they help the country because again, 99% of them are coming over for a better life, to escape the fucking uncertainties of South America that we destabilized. Oh, people right ahead.
Right. Oh, look out.
Sure. Got one. Kill 2. Nice.
Got the other one.
Where's the other one?
All right.
So, like, I have a friend from New York. He's that side or whatever. He's Dominican, right? So he's from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And he said he used to be freaking Democratic, but then he was there during like the Floyd Black Lives Matter protests and the fucking George Floyd protests, and he's just like he's looking at all that, and it kind of like swayed him the other way because he's just seeing like rioting and bullshit and like people just like not being what they're about, I guess.
Did you ask him what he thought about January 6th?
No, I didn't. But
okay.
I asked. We were talking about like he was like talking about also that he was saying that there's a lot of unemployment and there's like a lot of homeless and stuff, but there was brand new apartment buildings that were filled with migrants, right? Brand new, freaking when people are living in freaking like Section 8 housing that's like not upkept, right? And then these migrants are getting brand new freaking like apartment buildings.
Yeah, and do you know why that happens? Would you care to take a gander and a guess? Because these people are coming over as refugees from with literally nothing, right? So again, I understand his position from my understanding, right? If correct me if I'm wrong, because his position is like the U.S. is prioritizing the migrants rather than their own citizens, right? So again, that happens because these people are like, not only do they literally have nothing, they have less than nothing because they don't have dollars and things like that. There's no home for them to go back to were they to be deported, because they're people that are being chased out from their own country because of gang violence, things like that, right? Now, that being said, that stems from a different issue of like rich people just holding onto apartment buildings rather than renting them for affordable prices because they just don't care, because there's so many in California. There are so many places that are still like not overpopulated, but what's it called? There's still so many empty apartment buildings sitting around because like developers are just holding on to them because they know it's going to make them more money to sell it in a couple of years than it would be to go through all the trouble of renting it and upkeep and blah blah blah. You get me?
So they just want the land, basically.
Exactly. 100%. They're like, it's more profitable for them to sit on their asses on the land because it'll appreciate a lot more if it just sits there brand new, instead of going, oh well, now these what if my tenant messes something up here or whatever, and now they can just sell it over to the next developer, and it's just a vicious cycle. Like,
yeah, they just don't want to deal with the maintenance. And all
exactly.
Yeah.
So if that wasn't such a problem,
that's a capitalist issue, not a fucking migrant issue.
Exactly. So that's my point. And end point being here, right? That if capitalism wasn't such a fucking issue like it is right now, there would be affordable, like
housing,
affordable housing. People would be able to have houses. People would get paid actual living wages and things like that. And if the U.S. hadn't destabilized South America, the migrants wouldn't be coming over to us for a better opportunity. You know what I mean? And again, I totally understand that kind of frustration where it's like, man, I've been working my ass off and these people are getting handouts, and it's like, well, again, they have literally less than nothing, and on top of that, like they're here, they're looking to the U.S. as a sanction for a reason. I highly doubt that. Oh yeah, well, you see, it's all the drug dealers and stuff like that. Like, no, that's not. Yeah, there's 0.01% of the population that come by. But there's lines of migrants waiting at the border trying to get in because they're like, they chased me out of my home and I don't have a home to go to. I'm waiting here for processing. So. Oh shit! I think there's someone outside. Someone outside.
Their permanent residences too.
Someone's outside.
Okay, yeah, they're firing up.
Someone in here.
All
the way over there. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people seen that in major cities, though. Like, every major city has those apartment complexes. Even Los Angeles, New York, those major cities.
Because that's where the population density is.
Forgotten about. I think that's probably another point.
Yeah, and it's not like the government has gone, oh, we've forgotten about you guys. Fuck you guys. It's just that it's on a different priority list because of the dire situation. Is that you sniping?
Yeah, no, there's someone over here.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Oh, I got him. That was kill 3, I think, right?
Yeah.
You got him already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the quiet sniper, so like they don't quiet assault rifle, silence assault rifle, so they don't even hear it. It's great.
Good job.
I'm hearing someone tippy toe.
So.
Look, another suppressed assault rifle.
Ooh.
Tippy toe where? By you guys?
I heard someone tippy toe.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Let's start moving. So
I got a Tommy gun.
So that's what I would say to them, right? Like, hey, when they're going, oh, the Black Lives Matter riots, blah blah blah. It wasn't just mindless, people going, yeah, we have to riot for no reason. Like, they were rioting for a very valid reason, and then for future reference, someone brings it up, and you can go.
They're protesting for a very good reason.
Exactly.
They're rioting for bullshit.
Exactly. I'm over here saying they're rioting, right? But yeah, no, it was a legitimate protest versus January 6th. Which was a literal insurrection, and that people are going to jail for, that there's like fuck around, find out consequences for.
Not anymore.
And yet there's no, I know. And yet there's like silence. You know what I mean? There's silence from people on the right, where they're going, no, those were peaceful protesters. Yeah, peaceful protesters that resulted in someone fucking multiple people
getting
dying.
Shot.
Exactly. Oh, careful with that guy right there.
You got it? See it?
I see him.
116.
Y'all so far ahead.
Knocked one.
Damn. Okay.
He ran behind there.
Shield.
Don't aim with a Tommy gun. Tommy gun's not gonna hit them from this far. He's still back there.
Oh, yeah, by Sam.
I got him.
Go around the other way.
Kill 2. That was it. Damn, 94 meters. That's funny. But that's also why these issues are not black and white issues. There's no one solution fits all. That's why there's so much nuance in these conversations. But it's hard when you're trying to explain that kind of nuance, and then they come back going like, "Oh, the pandemic," or they're going, "Dude, Ukraine was filled with Nazis," and it's like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
no,
my guy
did freaking they did basically absorb a small unit
Orzhov
of
battalion,
like,
but that's not comparable. There's Nazi remnants inside of every single military. Like, and if we really want to talk about like which military has more Nazis inside of it, I can guarantee you Russia has infinitely more.
I can guarantee the U.S. actually probably have them. If we're calling them just Nazis or white supremacists too, you know?
Oh, not
too clear.
How do you call it?
I would
not almost guarantee it.
I
can guarantee it. Fucking, they had a whole operation about it.
I would probably say Nazis. I would say 60% of the military is probably white, and out of them, probably like 25% of them are probably Nazis, like, or just racist. Maybe
white supremacist adjacent, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know. It's hard to like, because
I can guarantee it because they had a fucking thing
I would say
with NASA where they imported a bunch of Nazis.
Operation Paperclip.
Literal Nazis. Yeah. No, but like, I would say as being a civilian before the military, I assumed it was going to be all white, and I had to deal with hate crime. I had to deal with all this shit beforehand. And I get in here, and it's actually a hodgepodge of people. Like I deal with Asians, Filipinos, Latinos, black people, white people, everybody. And we all work together. It's all uniform at the end of the day. Like the culture is like that.
Careful.
So, like, it's not just like, white people, black people. Yeah. Like, it's a lot more diverse than you would think, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, they just jumped off. Okay. Are we getting shot at?
I think, did we destroy it?
Nah, I think they jumped out.
I think it exploded, yeah. But let's go in, because oh no, it's not done yet. Car behind us,
Oh fuck, someone in front.
116, the one
I'm down.
Oh shit, what the fuck is that? Oh shit, coming in. Is this a squad?
Yeah, it is.
The Ford? Oh, I think they employed a fucking Snoop Dogg or something.
Yeah, they did. I knocked one?
I don't know, man. Actually, I think we're getting in your way.
Yeah.
Back up, baby. Jump in this guy's way. Trip him up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, yeah. I feel like, of course, I feel like there's always gonna be like racism and stuff, like everywhere. Well, another thing is like, when I was in, I'll show you. Actually, got to get my card.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if we'll be able to res you, but we're gonna fucking try.
That's fine.
We have to get the fuck out of here.
Get the card. Okay, cool. So in basic training, like you know, there's the whole like, you know, people get murdered in the military and suspicious circumstances, and like there's racism and there's like sexual assault and stuff, which is true. But like, what one of the drill sergeants said, he was like, this is like the military is a reflection of the public. Yeah, it really is, because we're literally just civilians that were enlisted for the military. So like, if the people out there are racist and do all this shit, like, we're just a reflection of that, you know?
Yeah.
So we take trainings and we, take classes and all this shit to be able to like understand more.
Don't shoot at the no. I was gonna say don't shoot because we're outnumbered. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Go to angry. Is there a thing?
Oh, there's 6 people left. Let's run over here. They're sniping at us.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I do think, okay, 2 things about the upside and the downside of a Trump presidency in the military. One, the Republicans just look out for the military a lot more than Democrats do. Right? That includes like benefits, VA support, a pay, all this shit, right?
Yeah.
But the downside is like white people love to join the military when there's a Republican in charge. I felt like a lot of white people left during our Biden administration. A lot of like soldiers that I knew that were white left because they didn't, you join for who you want to, who you want your commander in chief to be,
Ah, Ah, so close.
So close.
Only I killed one of his friends, but all right, third place, not bad.
So I feel like also that probably took
I lost
like
my health in the storm.
Yeah,
that was probably the number one reason, probably for the recruiting crisis as well, because like 60% of the American people are white. You know, they are the majority. You know, so they don't want to serve under a Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, then they didn't. You know, but like I feel like our military's gonna be, you know, they're gonna be able to recruit a lot more under Trump.
I don't know if that's even necessary though.
And the way he does propaganda for the military is a lot stronger than what Biden did.
Yeah, a lot more aggressive.
Let's include women, minorities, transgenders, and then because that's what you see in the propaganda. That's really what it is. But under Trump, it was freaking Black Hawk down, freaking, you know, like you're gonna be able to ride a helicopter, you're gonna do fucking jump out of planes, shit like that. Like you're gonna be a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Instead of like kind of the softer propaganda that Biden was doing. So, and that's just the truth. Like if you really look at the propaganda on the different sides of it. So I think it'll probably fix the recruiting crisis, but yeah.
I mean, but that's like presupposing that the recruiting crisis is like a real issue. We have like
they wouldn't call it a crisis if it wasn't a crisis, though.
Well, here's the thing.
They'll call anything a crisis, dude.
Exactly.
Anything that suits the agenda to call it a crisis.
Well,
that's
it wasn't just
that's literally propaganda. You're talking about propaganda. That's literally propaganda.
Crisis, though. It was the military itself.
Well, yeah, the military is gonna go give me more money. Who's not gonna say give me more money?
We're like what? We're like larger than the next 10 countries put together.
Let's say we need at least 80%, you know, to be filled for it to run efficiently. If we don't have the people and logistics, because
again, you're presupposing that the military at this scale is required. That's literally what you're presupposing right now. We don't need a military this strong.
We have 800 installations across the world. We need soldiers, everyone. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it because we don't have leadership.
You're presupposing need. You're presupposing need. You're presupposing need.
I feel it, dude. I'm here.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying that you're presupposing that it is necessary for it to exist at this scale in the first place.
Well, what if they just scaled down and just didn't need as many people? You know, what if a third of our fucking GDP didn't go to it? You know.
You say that there's 800 installations. So what if we shrunk that down to 400?
Exactly.
Like
then we wouldn't be able to freaking be the superpower that we are today.
Why not?
Maybe we shouldn't.
Well, okay, another thing is the United States government is the #1 employer of Americans. Like, that's it. So without the military, or without the freaking government, we could not feed like 25% of the fucking country.
How about this? Instead of having everyone be in the military, we put that money back into social services and help the social safety net, which is still government jobs.
Well, you guys are assuming that the military is only the freaking warmonger and be all this negative shit.
No.
We don't even necessarily need that take in order for our arguments to work, dude.
Yeah.
We could definitely have that take. That would definitely be a legitimate take to have. But
it's not really.
We don't need it.
We're not really in any conflict.
We don't need it.
We're not directly in any conflicts.
Exactly. So why do we need such a bloated military that are wasting millions of dollars and of tax dollars like we go into feeding kids?
We're also giving trainings to South Korea, Ukraine, and to in Israel or whatever.
And we need 800 installations in order to do that?
No, we need 800 installations to keep China from invading Taiwan, to keep Russia from pushing on into Europe, to support the EU.
So
for the most major of
800
requirements that the military has, like
gigantic,
Taiwan and stuff, we do not need 800 installations across the globe.
Well, there's this thing called the Pacific Pathways, which includes Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, the Philippines, Hawaii. So those are all places that, that if we do not look after, China will invade. Really.
Okay, yeah, and so then why are we the only ones picking up the tab? We should get some of our allies to start funding it as well.
Okay, well, they're too busy with freaking Europe, and they're not as big as us. They do not invest as much as
Okay, they don't need to. Maybe we should. Maybe we should have them start footing more of the bill. You want to talk about less spending under Trump, we shouldn't be funding the military as much. We should be getting our allies to pick up their fair share.
Okay, well, that's a different argument. then
No, we're talking about the same
right?
thing. I'm just saying that we don't need a military this big. There's
that's
multiple things that can
we
fit
shouldn't
this
have
argument.
we shouldn't have another McDonald's.
shut the
And
fuck
you
up.
have more burger gangs in town. Like, no, like what?
Yeah, but what's Trump gonna do? He's bloating the military. Like, we have data on this. Whenever they blow a government organization like that, whenever there's an increase in a massive uptick in recruitment, these types of organizations, it never ends well because not the qualified people don't get put into the positions that they need to. We saw this with ICE back in like 2000 and fucking Bush or whatever the fuck.
I would say now it's worse because we have less people, so we're putting less qualified people into position of power. If we had more,
yeah, you can say that, but the data doesn't lie. Whenever we fund an organization and increase recruitment like drastically, the people that get hired, the people that get put into position, the people that are actually a part of it, aren't exactly the most qualified, nor the ones interested in actually doing the job. They're more interested in their own politics. That's what happened with ICE. We have the data on that.
Yeah, like instead of putting partisan people in there, put people that are competent at doing their jobs. You know?
That's what the recruitment crisis is about. Like, we can't even fill the ranks, so it's harder to find more qualified people, you know?
So maybe people are disillusioned with how the army's been and the image of the U.S. and maybe that's why they don't want to
No, of course. I would say social media is a major component to people not wanting to sign up. Because if they see, oh shit, there's war happening, there's conflicts, there's the barracks aren't as good, the amount of people are struggling with the amount of pay that they're getting. Because
I don't think that's what he means.
Yeah,
well, I'm just saying that's another thing that led to the recruitment crisis. Like social media,
But also maybe people want to go and do something else with their lives rather than go into the military.
Well, of course, yeah. That's why only 1% of Americans are in the military.
Yeah.
And only 10% are qualified to join the military.
But also, how do you call it? It doesn't help that most of the wars that are going on right now that the military would effectively be supporting, as you said, are not like great. Like, a lot of people don't want to just sign up. Like, Gen Z is like one of the ones most against war, and they're not, how do you call it? And the military tends to recruit from younger demographics, so a lot of them not being interested in what the military is doing, and there's a risk of getting shot, and the country isn't doing anything for them.
Like, there's a risk, but we're in a time of peace, so it's like.
So we'll just take that risk and no war is gonna start up? Come on.
Yeah.
No.
Under a Republican
it's fine
president.
if you guys don't want to sign up because there's an inherent risk, but. Like, let's say Afghanistan, it lasted 20 years. It was the least bloodiest war for American citizens, like the least casualties of all conflicts. And it lasted 20 years. That means we're training our soldiers in more battle tactics, like more advanced like stuff. And we're putting them not in like the meat grinder, like as you say. We're actually using good tactics and have better first aid and better training to be able to get them out of those situations a lot better than in World War II and fucking Vietnam,
Yeah,
where things were.
Either way, I feel like we're getting off topic here. The point is, the military doesn't have to be this big, and a lot of their funds could be reproportioned into creating local jobs.
I would argue it does need to be this big, but military spending could be better. The military spending, we should not be spending $9,000 on a bag of bolts, right?
Exactly.
The military spending should be better, and the logistics of the military needs to be better. I work directly in the military.
As long as you have a bloated military, they're going to keep paying those exorbitant prices.
Yeah, they need to do that. They need
the
to stop
defense
price gouging
contractors that are friends going, guys, give me some money and some kickbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
So think about this, right? I'm logistics. So I order a bag of bolts, 100 bolts for like $9,000, right? Yeah. It does not need to be $9,000. It needs to be $100 at most, right? So
for how many bolts was it you said?
Let's just there's actually I'm not lying to you. They overprice the fuck out of these nuts, bolts, washers, basically shit. Yeah, because they know they can get the money out of the military, right? Yeah. So let's say, all right, they buy it, whatever. It needs to go to these certain trucks. I would say because of the low recruitment numbers, there's less qualified people. That leads to a fuck up in the supply chain, which leads to parts going missing. Or parts being displaced, which actually leads to, a double negative. So we're losing money on the pricing gouging, and then we're actually losing the actual things that's supposed to go to.
So it's a double whammy.
So it's a double whammy. Yeah, we're losing money both ways. I really say this. Like, it's not even just with my unit. It's with every unit. Think about this. So if every unit, let's say, loses one $10,000 part a month, right? And then there's And then let's say there's 100 units on a base. That's over like $1 million already, dude. We're losing this money on shit just being misplaced because there's not enough qualified soldiers or enough people filling the roles and just the education,
stupid
knowledge. Or not even just stupid people, just maybe just fuck ups. The supply chain, there's thousands of parts coming in every day that it's just being misplaced, or it's just being forgotten about, or not installed, or people are closing out the work orders and stuff that
fuck it, who cares?
it's not done yet, you know? So
yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
like,
I want to go home.
I think there needs to be like more civilian oversight on that. We have a thing called freaking warrant officers, which are the professionals or whatever. But I think there needs to be more civilian oversight on military spending and military like logistics and refurbishment of these vehicles and tactic and all this shit. Really, like every section, because I'm pretty sure every section goes from signal to communications to fucking transportation, from actual like weapons and ammunition. I'm pretty sure there's bad spending across the board, which leads to like, oh, we lost $5 trillion on this base alone in the last year. It's like, what? We lost that? Where the fuck did that go?
And it's like, it probably just got thrown away or some shit.
The last like 6 audits that it's had.
Yeah, it's failed like every audit in the last 20 years or some shit. Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. I'm telling you, like, just
that's so insane, especially when you compare it to like other parts of the government. It takes us 6 months to buy a stapler, dude.
For you guys? For like
it takes us a minimum of 6 months.
Up here.
Really?
Four different people have to verify it.
That's crazy. For us, it's like the same day kind of thing.
Oh shit, he has a golden gun.
Oh shit.
Bruh. He's doing like 68 damage with each shot.
Yeah, Edward.
He's walking
that guy's
through.
crazy. Yeah, so that's what my take is. Like, we need more people and we need better like oversight over spending for sure, and freaking stop price gouging for the military to actually be functioning, and for our dollar as civilians could go farther in funding the military. And
I agree with the oversight. I don't know about the personnel.
Dude, personnel is fucked. Especially right now, it's fucked. It's so bad that, well, okay, I'll say this too. In military,
you still haven't provided an argument for why the military needs to be this big in the first place. Like,
it needs to be this big.
Like, you're saying, like, it's this big, and it needs this many people to be able to operate it. Why does it have to be that big in the first place?
What I'm hearing is, if we make it more efficient, we could probably cut everything in half. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
If everyone was on top of it.
Hearing this whole time.
Yeah. Another thing, if we make it more efficient, we could probably make it smaller. But think about this. Let's say the military the military itself probably employs 10% of America, right? Let's say that. And then think about the civilian jobs around that. We have civilian contractors come in and work on vehicles, or process paperwork, or handle like human resources jobs, therapy, counseling, shit like that.
Yeah, all those jobs could be sidelined into something else. None of those are irreplaceable.
Well, okay, I don't know about 10% of the...
I think about this, like, it's an industry. It's a $1 billion industry, and it funds households. It provides healthcare for people, dental, medical. Like, it's not just.
You say it's a $1 billion industry, but a lot of that is going into the pockets of very few.
Yeah,
sure. A lot of soldiers are getting a good bunch.
Hot drop.
A therapist, all of that could be requisitioned into other people. We have a shortage of therapists, dude, for like civilians. Yeah, a lot of those have like alternative jobs outside that the government could still fund outside of the military. Like, that's not an argument for keeping the military this big.
Okay, another thing is, with the GI Bill, a lot of people join just for college. It funds 36 months, 3 years of school.
So maybe we shouldn't tie fucking college education to the military? I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, if Amazon could do it, why can't the military do it?
Because they're a private
with dental and healthcare without a college degree.
Who else is offering
that deal without a college degree, dental, health, and insurance, life insurance? Like, that's crazy.
You know, if we had socialized medicine, we wouldn't need that, but that's just what I think.
Yeah, you know.
And we could afford it.
Oh, if this is the actual system, we need to fuck with what
also, we shouldn't change anything. We shouldn't try to imagine for a better world. We shouldn't try to go for it. Like, this is literally what was on on the docket for this
Think
time
about
around.
this too.
And
no other country offers as much as our military.
Also, are you
does.
saying that only the military, people who serve in the military, deserve these benefits? Like, oh, you're a civilian, you didn't put your life at risk. You shouldn't have like free healthcare. You shouldn't have cheaper college.
How about everyone gets all of that stuff without having to risk potentially dying?
Like, implicit in your argument is the fact that only military veterans deserve to have these benefits.
No, I never said that. I said that
but that's
it's
implicit inside of your argument.
I'm saying it's a benefit of doing it. Of
Yeah, but that's
sacrificing your life
implicit in
for
your
the
argument.
country?
Yeah, these things are better. Like, you get all this. This is the benefit of joining that. Yeah, but that is not an argument. 'Cause remember what you're arguing for. Your argument here is that the military should stay and should keep this
fucking pennies and no dental and healthcare. Like,
that's a
or
capitalism
maybe you
problem.
should like be able to have a better job that doesn't require you to be in the military. Like, maybe we should use the military, like shorten the military and put that money into stuff that's actually gonna benefit the population rather than just a select few service members.
So
Imagine UBI.
Yeah. No, I agree with all that. I think the civilian population should have all that. Like, but this is what we have.
But yeah, I know it's what we have. But like, what's the advantage to having the military versus not having it?
Yeah, and Nazi Germany had gas camps like that. Like, just because we have it doesn't mean it has to stay that way.
To the most extreme. That's probably why Trump won, because you guys keep taking it to the most extreme. Like,
well, I actually agree with Walter in that regard. That I'm like, yeah, that's a little
I don't know. I just think that's a little bit of a funny exaggeration because, like, they had it. That doesn't mean they need to keep having it. Walter's argument is, at the end of the day, arguing for the fact that things should stay as they are, while our argument is that they should not. Like,
no.
At the end of the day, that is the argument at play here.
At the end of the day, I grew up in California, the South LA, and I believe in black people have rights. Freaking Latinos shouldn't be persecuted. And nothing like that, right? Like healthcare, like all that.
So
stuff.
a normal, rational, sane person.
Yeah, someone that
someone with basic empathy, and then.
Right. So, but being on this side now, I can kind of see the outlook of the other side. So I could see both sides more clearly instead of just listening to one side and be like, "Oh, they're evil Nazis."
What's the outlook of the other side?
What's the outlook of the other side?
Yeah, because you said you can see the outlook of the other side. So what's the outlook of the other side?
Putting
you tell me. You said it.
No, I didn't say I don't know. I said I'm thinking about it. Hold on. I'm thinking more. It's family oriented. It's it's not forgetting about just one side and saying, oh, we need to help.
Well, what kind of family? Straight white family?
Yeah.
Or LGBT families?
See, you're doing it again.
No, I'm asking you. I'm genuinely asking you. Do they have LGBT people in their views?
It's like saying, oh, white people are so far ahead. Let's forget about them. And
when did I say
can't do that. Because then you're
hold on. No. Come on. Wait.
That's basically what you just said. They're so far ahead that we cannot help them at all. And
no, who said that? How did I say that?
Who said white people don't deserve help? I said the civilian population. Are you equating the white people only to the military?
No, I'm saying that's what you guys are implying.
How?
Really,
that's not an implication whatsoever.
Edward, Walter. I'm asking you genuine questions. Like, if you're telling me that the other side's, you're understanding the way they see. I want to understand how they see, and that's why my follow-up question was, well, how do they see the LGBT community, right? Because are families included, or are only their families included?
Look, I'm not going to say I don't like the LGBT community. I'm just saying that,
you've seen that they don't like them.
Not that they probably don't, but I don't see it.
Wait, then let me ask you, how are they family values?
Yeah. Are they all family values, or are they straight white family values?
Okay,
we'll call it straight family values, because sure, there's definitely minorities that hate gay people too, and that's 100% a thing.
Yeah, a lot of freaking Latinos and a lot of freaking people from foreign countries are conservative.
Yep.
Like, they're conservative. They believe in that shit. Just because they're Latinos doesn't. Oh my god!
You guys are fucking up the car.
I didn't do this shit.
I accidentally touched the fucking gas tank.
Just the tip.
To fuel it up. Yeah, literally just the tip.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill me next. All right.
But I would say that my opinion isn't just mine. This is the opinion of those people that voted for Trump. Really, that switched over sides.
Okay, but I want to understand why that's their opinion, and maybe also why that's your opinion.
Because I feel like you guys can't see it because you literally just spend your entire life in California. That's what it is. Really, if you get all your news from liberal sources and, you know, oh, they're evil, never trust them, never do anything that side, or never look on their
most
perspective.
liberal sources don't even say that the Republicans are evil, dude. It took literally Trump almost taking over.
All they do is call them retarded. All
Dude,
they
the
do
Young
is
Turks is super fucking right-wing now, and a Conspirian went full fucking right.
And CNN was bought out by a right-wing billionaire, which just further helped Trump's win. Like, this is not news, by the way. This is just a simple fact. Like,
yeah.
And okay, I had this thought, right, of I don't know. You guys let me know how petty this is. Anytime something horrible happens in the news, right, where it's like, oh, a woman died because she was unable to get an abortion, things like that. I thought, this is just me being petty. I thought I'd send it over to that former coworker, right, that voted for Trump. Send it over to him and go, why did you do this? And just keep sending him articles like, why did you do this?
That's really funny. That's actually really
Why did you do this?
Think about this as well. Like, I consider myself more like a moderate, like old school Democrat, right?
Oh, okay, but
explain to me.
Have
this conversation with me, then you guys will not be able to have this conversation with a Trumper.
Edward,
they're extremely to the right.
Edward, say nothing right now. I want to unpack this with Walter. I want to walk through this. Okay.
What's a moderate Democrat?
Explain. Yeah, walk me through a moderate Democrat. Go.
So if you look at, there's actually, I was watching this video on Vox, I think it was Vox, about how Democrats saw immigrants in the 80s, right, and how Republicans saw them. Republicans saw them as cheap labor, as they wanted to increase the amount of immigrants coming into the country to help the employment numbers and stuff, and to help the supply chain and all that. And Democrats, they're like, no, we can't have any immigrants come because they're going to take up resources that belong to our brown and black people, and to and take up welfare, take up housing, take up all this shit. So like, what if this is just the views of like an older generation of Democrat? You know what I mean? Like, this is how the left used to see things, really.
So
like,
is that how you see things right now?
They used to be more centrist than today, really.
But so I'm saying, so is that how you see things right now?
I think so. More
so
like
less immigration.
No, I'm well.
Because that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, what do you mean by moderate?
If we're giving all this money and all this stuff to house people that, like, okay, I'm not saying that they don't like help the economy, because they do. It's like $63 billion in freaking Social Security, freaking into the freaking tax program, all this shit. They do that. They do. And they're the whole freaking.
The whole kit and caboodle.
They're a lot of the freaking economy. Really, they really are. Right? I don't agree with not.
Some might say that immigrants are the backbone of this economy, as the U.S. was built on immigration. But continue.
Right? But there's a point. There's up to a point.
What is really that point? Who gets to decide that point?
I guess whoever's in leadership. Okay.
If
America truly is Democrat Republican, it's gonna sway back and forth and balance out America. Really.
So here's two issues real quick, right? First issue is I still don't have a real answer for like moderate Democrat, right? And the second issue is the right has swung so far to the right that us now going healthcare is a human right to them seems radical, right? Even though like back then Reagan taxed corporations at like 90%. Reagan did this, right? Because he was like Reaganomics, which is just again plain wrong. Just any economist will tell you this. That Reaganomics aside, the whole point of the country is that like bring me your tired masses, bring me your sick, your weary, and if we can't help those people out that are coming over here for a better life for themselves, what are we going to do with those resources instead? We're going to help the people that are living in this country, which is just what the Democrats want to keep doing by expanding social safety nets, right? And we can do both. It is very easy for the number one country in the world GDP-wise to do both. But it's just so many things are misallocated or miscommunicated to the point where it becomes divisive to go, those poor Honduran immigrants sitting at the border in Tijuana who walked fucking 5,000 miles with like 2 kids, and like people died on the way here. Like it's getting controversial to say we want to help them out when I understand we have poor people in the country, but fuck, man, I don't know. It just breaks my heart that we have so many resources and it's an unfortunate reality that we can't help everyone because of the way the system is. system's rigged against us.
Well, just also the size, I guess. Like, I understand that. Of course, we could tax them a lot more on, like, let's say data mining. They don't get taxed at all for that. You know what I mean?
Or data
like,
collection, yeah, like privacy.
Data collection and sales, we could get billions, trillions for that. Like, literally. But they don't do it. And, you know, like, I agree with all that. And, you know, but what do you want me to say when, what's a centrist or what's a moderate Democrat? Oh, I like Trump and Obama? Like, that's what you want me to say, dude?
No,
like, no, dude, like, remember, it's a hard definition, because I feel like,
of course,
like, because it's like, okay, like, of course I want to do all this shit, but being like that didn't get me anywhere. Really, like, I think we should take out, like, it didn't get me anywhere.
So it sounds to me like you're disillusioned that nothing got done, right? Just because of the ineptitude of like the people in power.
The reason another reason he won was because America felt his impacts directly. The Democrats, they passed all these bills and stuff that people felt in places, and, you know, but everybody didn't feel it together.
Well,
you know what I mean?
What did they feel that was passed by Trump directly? Outside of the military, I'll say, right?
Exactly passed, but they saw the gas prices go down. They saw...
Whoa, okay.
I knew it wasn't
Edward, don't do it. Edward, don't do it.
It wasn't him. I don't know if I go on my tongue for that one. I don't know about that one.
I know it wasn't him. But they felt that directly under his presidency, so he claimed it. They saw stimulus checks during a pandemic. They saw that directly.
That Republicans voted
the Democrats
against.
passed. I know that the Democrats passed it, dude.
Yeah,
but they
Okay, hold on.
that
I have a question
directly.
then. I have a question then now. Then what is your ultimate, like, argument for that? Like, what should have they have done differently? Like, for the Democrats, they're the ones that did that. We know that. So what is why
like,
should we
why should we turn away from the Democrats?
Yeah. Well, should we change our policies to be more to the right then?
I feel like the Democrats should have been more selfish, to be honest. Like, let's say they passed things like the Chips and Science Act, but then they didn't put their fucking name on it. They were the ones that got the stimulus checks. They didn't put their fucking name on it. Like, they lost out on opportunities
I'll agree with you there. Hold on. I'll agree with you there. I do think Democrat messaging is way off, but that is because they shifted further right. So really, like, arguing for that, like, if you want them to have more vocalization, better communication about the policies that they actually pass, why would you advocate for, like, you know, being more of a moderate Democrat when their strategy is to move further to the center? That would hamper their messaging of, like, the good things they've done.
That's less of that than more of they fucked up by not doing that. That's not me leaning.
I don't even
but there's
think
reasons why.
There's
reasons why they did that.
I don't even think they didn't try to take credit.
Selfless and be like, no.
It's because they shifted further. They shifted further to the center in their messaging. They unequivocally did, and that is why they don't put their names on that type of stuff, because they consider it a hamper to their
behind you.
Oh, well. Why? Why do they have to feel that way? If that's what everybody wanted, why do they have to feel that way?
Because they're moderate Democrats.
Yeah.
No. Wait. What do you mean? Like, I don't know.
The Democrats in office, the ones that have the position of power, the DNC chair, those type of people, they're centrists. They're more moderate Democrats. They're probably more moderate than you, if not even further to the center. Like, that is why their messaging isn't on point to that. It's because they don't shift farther left. No. Their rhetoric reflects what the majority of the party does. And their rhetoric is really not advocating for any of the leftist type of policies that they enact, not putting their name on that type of stuff, and really vehemently advocating for more right-wing political positions. Kamala was like on one of the interviews recently talking about how she's going to make, like, the border, like, she's going to be even harder on the border than Trump. Like they shifted further to the right. They shifted further to the center, further to the right, and that is why they don't put their name on that type of stuff. So advocating for them to be more moderate.
You guys are both missing something very crucial. Right-wing people are only consuming Fox News, so, like, when Fox News goes, yeah, Trump did this, they believe it without even bothering to fact-check it. When a left-wing person will most likely fact-check and go, wait a minute, did Kamala do this or whatever, right? Like, they're going to be a little more skeptical than just accepting this reality that's being presented to them. But that's why they'll go, oh yes, Trump did this, even though it was, like, voted against, like, by all of the fucking Republicans, you know? Like, Trump did this for us. Or you'll see on Twitter when the Republicans are going, we just passed, like, this act, blah, 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 and we're helping everyone. And then it's like, every single Republican voted against this. but the little asterisk is not going to be shown because the only people calling it out is going to be like CNN or no, not even CNN anymore, right? But like left-wing news places that they're not going to watch in the first place.
Yeah, but that's only been that like this situation where Republicans don't listen at all is. I'm not gonna lie. By political standards,
Edward,
a fairly recent phenomenon.
Heal up, Edward. This
I have a med pack if you need it. Yeah.
I'm using bandages.
Oh no, well, because the med pack will heal you to 100. Bandages will only get to you 75.
I have 3 of them. Good. I'm getting shot at.
Yeah, there's people down here and there's people down here. So get off the high ground for now, and then we'll move with the truck.
Okay.
Well, there's a truck right here. We'll move off the truck if we have to. But I was also gonna say, you know what the other problem is? Democrats are boring. Fucking, it's boring to go. I'm helping my fellow people, but when you're going, I'm keeping the people out. I'm fucking.
Let me drive.
Never.
Alright, let's go fuck these people up.
Yeah, they're all weak right before they
like this political situation where like the right doesn't listen at all. In terms of politics, it's a very recent phenomenon. Really, the errors that led to this type of population happened from the beginning. Part of what exacerbated that is
there's only 6 people left. It's just us and them. It's just us and them.
Fuck! You knocked him away from me.
Ah, fuck! He has the goddamn infinite gun.
Get this guy.
That's it. It's the Slim Shady gun. It doesn't overheat. That's why it's so fucking powerful. Hey, where'd you guys go? Oh my god.
I was fighting someone else. Fuck.
Get him. Yeah, okay. Kill him. No, kill him fully too, so he doesn't res him. Kill him fully.
He's almost dead.
There, I've gone the other way.
Grab his shotgun. Grab his golden shotgun. Golden shotgun. Nice. Alright, and try and... Oh, you don't have any shields. Reload everything you can. Oh, watch out. They both see you from right there.
Yeah.
On top.
Down the roof.
Shows that was him.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, he had the fucking gas.
Yeah.
No, dude, that one's hard because it doesn't overheat.
that has to do with like the democratic messaging. Like Democrats really are like the move that Kamala pulled, where like she initially came out of the gate appealing to left wingers and then shifted further to the center, further to the right as the campaign went on, is such an old playbook that like none of like the people that have been following politics since before we were kind of born were even surprised by it. Like it was such a classic move for like a moderate Democrat, like a centrist Democrat, to do that. Appeal to left-wing politics, hope you secure their vote, and then try to capture the middle ground. Try to capture the people that are further right. Like that is a common playbook tactic or whatever the fuck.
I just felt like it was a lot of dominoes too, like just the wars and supporting, Israel and not the American people not being able to choose their representative. That was kind of like a big one.
Yeah.
Just a lot of the stuff. And then she was like, they were marketing her like negatively very well, as she was fake, as she was disingenuous, like as Trump was the man's man, like to that side. And that's why he has record number of freaking, votes. It's crazy. So it just kept, a lot of people that probably would have voted, didn't, because they didn't feel that she was like a real, like she was real at all. Yeah.
Like they couldn't choose her.
Right. And it was just, it's crazy.
I was telling Noosh, like like a few days before, like I saw Kamala basically say, "Oh, if I win, I'll legalize weed." How do you call it? I was telling her that seems that could be one of two things. Either because their internal analytics, like the internal analytics of a campaign, is like far better than anything that we have as like civilians.
Yeah. Everybody's going.
They saw the writing on the wall.
50-50. Yeah, everybody saw that it was 50-50, even though it completely wasn't.
Yeah, and I was telling Noosh that like her doing this either says one that like, oh, she's so assured of her victory that it doesn't matter, like she'll just promise whatever right now. Or more likely B, that it's very a desperate attempt, a last-ditch attempt to try to garner some more votes, and lo and behold.
Yeah.
But I still hold that, like, I think there's like 3 main things that they did wrong. Like one, I think like long time ago we should have had like a left-wing Joe Rogan type of media space.
Yeah, Bro Jogan.
Yeah, Bro Jogan.
Who would they like? The closest thing is what? Fucking, what's his name? Goddamn Mark Cuban? Like, that was the closest thing.
No, what? Hassan is the closest thing.
I mean, bigger than Joe Rogan. That, that's like that. Like, I can speak to
but I'm not talking
audience.
about just anyone bigger. Like, there's a lot. If you just want to talk about people who have, like, a bigger following or a bigger size than Joe Rogan, like, you can pick a dime a dozen. I'm talking about, like the niche media space that he fits. Like, the niche media space. His appeal to young men, in particular, like, overwhelmingly, like, Gen Z males voted for Donald Trump. Like, there needed to be, like, there's a lot of Gen Z males that are, like, fatherless people that need, like, someone with, like, a fucking, to, like, guide them, like, general self-help advice for young men. And the left really failed to, like, try to capture that.
Yeah.
But also, really Hassan is too radical, like, left for them, you know? For it to really be like, oh, yeah, it's gonna be a good cover or whatever. I don't know, you know?
Well, Hassan is the closest thing, because Joe Rogan, despite what he said, is, like, very clearly, like, right-wing. Like,
Hassan is not as big as Joe Rogan. That's another.
Yeah, that's true.
No one said he was. But he fits that same niche space on the online sphere. Young men, and that's what I'm talking about. Because if you just want, like, fucking, I think ContraPoints is, like, bigger than fucking Hassan.
Ah, shoot.
Like, there's a lot of people bigger than Hassan, but they don't fit that niche space that really costed us this election. The young men that are disillusioned,
where did you guys
that don't
go?
know what to do, and they're looking for answers.
Oh my god, you guys landed on the other side. I was over here in the grotto.
Oh, we know we're at the docks. God damn it.
All good.
And that is unironically a failure of the left. Like, when you start to talk about men's issues online, like, the left just fucking goes bananas.
Yeah, and they completely abandon the working class man and just men in general. That's what I feel. But how do we pivot? Like, how do we run somebody in 4 years that will gain?
If we can run someone in 4 years.
I know. I was gonna make that joke, but it's a little easy. But
it is easy.
But, like, how do we pivot? Like, really? Like, who's the man of the Democratic Party that could challenge whoever's next? Like, if they run
Bernie. No, unironically, if you see donation map data from like 2016, if Bernie had gotten to the national stage, he would have won.
Oh, he would have won. Definitely.
He would have won. He would have won. He was getting donations from the entirety of the middle of the country, dude.
But people were throwing the old man allegations at him before he was popular. Like,
nah. It's not even about that, and you know it. The DNC fucked his ass.
That was the number one reason they couldn't do it.
The DNC fucking tore his booty cheeks out of there, dude. Like,
well, that too, but yeah.
It wasn't even about the, like, they're gonna say negative shit about every presidential candidate. Like, fucking George Carlin has that one joke where it's like, oh, to be president, it means to, like, get half the country to hate you or whatever the fuck. I forgot exactly how it went. But, like, yeah, like, they're gonna say negative shit about you no matter what.
Fuck 'em up. In the water. Yeah.
Just here to get your card. Fuck that.
I'm gonna go in and help. Or try to help.
Oh, I'll be with you.
Just walk past him. He's a bot. Okay.
Oh.
It's fine. Thank you. Here's a rift.
Bet.
Weird?
Hold up. Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
You got my card?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where?
Spaghetti back at the other side.
I think the helicopter's here. Oh, fuck. I think they're reviving their friend.
Oh, kill him. Fuck him up.
I will try.
I only have a gray and a green, but...
Is there no one there? Oh my god. Both of you guys click it. Both of you guys click at the same time.
It's recharging.
Take the helicopter. Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Go.
Fly. Okay.
And then just go to over here.
Up.
What?
Up, Edward. Up.
Up, Edward. Up.
How do I go up?
Up.
Okay,
Let me drive. Switch.
Oh my god.
Switch.
Edward, switch! Oh, he got it.
No,
oh
it's
my
fine.
god. Okay, get the fuck out of there.
I got it. I've never used the helicopter in here.
That's so funny. Go to where I click. Go.
What were we talking about?
Who's our plan moving forward?
Oh yeah, Bernie Sanders, obviously. The corpse of Bernie
Sanders.
Dude,
it can't be Bernie.
His review on Instagram was so scathing. Like, that shit was... it shouldn't feel nice, but it felt nice.
Just this trajectory, they're gonna run rather JD or fucking DeSantis.
They're not as charismatic though.
I know, but
that's the thing.
If they really want to continue by the rule of law, which they probably won't, but they're gonna try to run. if Democrats hold them accountable, they're gonna have to run somebody else.
I mean, Democrats have been trying to hold them accountable.
Or fucking DeSantis, because
I
those are
disagree
really.
there, but
Yeah, I'm hopefully.
Wait, there's like 3 people there. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
go to another spot. Go to another spot. Go to another spot.
There's a lot. Let's go. Let's go here. It's more in the center of the circle. There, Edward. The blue mark. Blue marker.
Just watching him steer, dude. It's so funny.
Yeah. But okay, so
I honestly think Dark Horse. I think Gavin Newsom.
Oh, Gavin Newsom would be awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
Gavin Newsom. Like the right hates him. They fucking hate him. They think he's way too weak. Way too weak.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of more moderate Democrats and a lot of like the people that ended up voting for Trump this time, like the people you were talking about, basically, because there's someone I work with that's also like that he's like, oh yeah, I'm like a Bill Clinton era Democrat, and like I'm voting for like Trump this time because blah blah blah.
Because I'm a retard with no reading comprehension.
No. He's like, He's like, I'm a one-issue voter. I'm the economy type of person.
Because thinking like that is what got you into the situation. You have to think.
I disagree. That's not it. Like, appealing to young men is not the same thing as saying Nazism bad. Like, unironically, I'm sorry, Walter, that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Nazi isn't bad, but like, I'm saying that calling them retards and saying they don't know anything is another reason why they went to the other side. You know what I mean?
No, they should be ashamed. They should be ashamed.
They should
understand it.
But doing that,
like, they should know.
They do not want to feel isolated.
That type of
they
stuff,
should know they're garbage.
People to not call them out on their shit is what led us here.
Yeah, then you guys should just be socialist or something. Because
I am socialist. The fuck are you talking about?
I know. And that's actually the right answer. But it's like, that's not what the Democratic Party, not what America like is. You know, they're always gonna think social is bad, you know? Like,
well, yeah, but that's like you're saying, okay, that's fine, let's just give up to propaganda then. Like, that's literally what you're advocating for right now.
I think just by educating more people.
Of course, education's the answer to everything. Education's the answer to everything. Really.
That's why they're getting rid of the fucking Department of Education.
I was talking to my friend about abortion stuff, the guy that's more on the right, and it's like, okay, let's say that, you know, rape and incest is 10% of the people using abortion, right? Yeah. Let's say that's 10%. The other 90 are using it for, you know, accidents. But personally, I've met someone that's had multiple abortions that use it as contraception. You know what I mean?
And
which
see, that's
is like they're right.
They're a retard, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. So education solves that issue. We won't use it as like, oh, contraception when we know we have options to condoms and, you know, IUDs or whatever the fuck, you know, and all these other forms of freaking, you know,
contraception.
Contraception. Education solves that when we could actually be like, okay, fucking abortion is for these horrible causes of, you know, of you know, why people use it, the 10% use it, you know, so that we get the number down from like, oh, a lot, like fucking 30% of women use it as a for contraception to like, okay, we use it in these, you know, these ways that we actually need it, you know? Yeah.
Well,
like,
I mean, yeah, like that's the other thing. Like, that's not what right people are trying to do. They want to ban it outright. And that's why
they're banning porn. Like,
they want to ban porn in video games, which is their demographic's 2 biggest vices. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we should move in.
Right.
But
so
also, like, this is why anecdotal evidence isn't good. Like, everyone can think of a bad example and everyone can think of a good example. But the overwhelming data shows that abortions are good. Like, that's the thing.
Of course, yeah. For the women that can't support children, single moms, they, you know, like, it's just, it's of course it's good, you know. But I mean, just freedom of choice at the end of the day, you know. That's just
exactly. That's all we're asking for. So just
don't
ban it.
Yeah, but I know. But in California, that rights can be protected. So, and that's 40 million people out of the, you know. That's
fucking Gavin Newsom's about to throw us into a constitutional crisis.
Why? States' rights, bitches. Isn't that the whole point of the
I
Constitution?
know, that's why, but
states' rights, bitches. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, there's someone in here with me.
And honestly, I hope he does. There's 2 people here.
Where are you at, Edward? Edward, you're kind of far.
I'm by the RBs.
Come back to us. Oh shit.
I'm out of ammo.
Come get some ammo boxes. There's ammo boxes over here. Jesus.
Did you guys ever have sex ed in class?
We didn't have sex in class, but we had sex ed, yeah.
Yeah. So my only form of sex ed was in 5th grade. These 2 white women showed up and showed us pictures of people with herpes and told us, "I wear a condom," and that was sex ed.
Didn't you go to a private school? That was like
no,
religious?
it was fucking a public school. It was
I went to public school, but mine was more comprehensive than that.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole semester. It wasn't a whole fucking year. It was a week or less.
It wasn't a whole semester
in elementary school,
but it was like
5th grade. But think about it. If that's the level of education a California public school gave me, like about sex ed, then I feel like all these red state freaking sex ed classes were not as good as that. That's
Did
why
you see the John Oliver special? Like they're not getting sex ed. They're getting a fucking
just don't do it.
Video that says abstinence only. Yeah.
So if all that's in the news is abortion, they're only going to think abortion's their only choice. You know what I mean? Instead of just getting more options like contraceptives, condoms.
But that's like right-wing government's fault, and they do it on purpose too. They're not trying to show people how to do it safely. They want people to have kids so they can keep churning out cheap labor. So
that's true.
It's tough. It's tough out here. It's tough to be fucking in the red states. Literally,
it is. Yeah,
but
their whole message is self-reliance as well. Like they're not.
That's so stupid, though. Like, crazy thing, I know they were going, self-reliance, like when the U.S. Banded together and went against the Britain or whatever, and that's self-reliance. And it's like, wait, run that back. What did you say? I said the U.S. banded together. They did what? No, that's different though. You know what I mean? It's like,
Also, we didn't band together. Well, we did band together, but we didn't band together. We got the French involved.
There was a lot of freaking abolitionists that were for the British too.
Oh yeah.
Because the British was actually freeing slaves.
We gotta move.
Let's move, Edward. Come on. Yeah, there was a lot of loyalists. Actually, that's the name. A loyalist. Abolitionists were loyalists.
Abolitionists wanted to abolish slavery. Next year, tell me that was also bad. Come on.
Yeah. America's. I feel like it's always gonna be split, but I don't know.
There was less divide back in the days when we taxed corporations because people were getting social safety nets, like unironically. But we'll see. We'll see.
We shall see.
And it sucks too, because it's like going back to one of the points you were making about like, they felt the stuff under Trump, right? Like most of the after effects of a president's economy is not noticeable until like after they're gone. So he came in right in on Obama's economy, ruined it, handed it off to Biden, and went, "Look what Biden's done," you know. And then Biden's been fixing it, so he's gonna coast off that too. Even though we can clearly say like, hey, like economic numbers and whatnot, right?
Yeah. What was the inflation rate when Trump left office?
I don't know.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Also
1.2 when I think he was given like 7, so that's lower.
Where?
Freaking inflation rates.
Huh.
Look it up.
I'll have to look it up because that doesn't sound right, to be honest. But
think about it. It's right. It's right.
You said there was less inflation when Trump
under
left?
2%. That's actually really good. Oh shit! I thought that guy was a bot.
Low key.
I'll pull it up on the side.
Oh fuck! I don't have my glasses on. I can't see that far. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I forgot I took off my glasses.
You don't have your glasses on. The screen's
I took off my glasses. You piece of shit. I'm low-key baking in the sun right now, dude.
So, yeah, 2020, inflation rate was 1.2. 2021, 4.7. 2022, 8%. Now it's 4, so it went back down to 4. But
yeah, so it sounds like it went up after his economic policies, really go into effect, and then they start going down once Biden took over. But there was also this thing called a pandemic going on, and corporate greed really pushed through that.
Yeah, but I feel like regardless if he was in office or not, the pandemic was going to hit America anyway. But of course, he destroyed. No, stop. I know he destroyed the safeguards against a lot of freaking stuff that was going to prevent from America. Yeah, I know he dismantled all that shit, which is retarded.
But also
He was gonna
on
hit
top of
America
that,
regardless.
like, this is why I say the Democratic messaging is so fucking weak, because Obama didn't even start talking about how Trump took over his economy until like the last week. They should have like started out with that. Like that should have been the entry point into like Kamala's like entry, or honestly since Biden.
But even
that
then,
should have been
remember,
what they were stressing.
Are right-wing people going to listen anyway? Fuck no.
It would have been better though. More effective messaging is always good, regardless of who actually ends up listening. Not to mention, there's a lot of moderate like Democrats that are supposedly single-issue voters. Whether or not they are is a different story. But there's presumably a lot of single-issue economic voters that are just not educated on how the economy works. Increasing messaging around that would provide us a bit of an edge.
Probably. Well, that's.
Did you leave to the lobby? Hey,
yeah, I came back to the lobby because I was like, yeah, that's broke till Friday.
Yeah, come to the lobby, Eddie. Oh, we're done with the hour?
Yeah, it's been an hour and 10 minutes, dude.
Christ.
Time flies when you're playing Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite and talking politics and stuff. But yeah,
that too. So, all right, GG's.
GG's.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.